Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on An Cluiche with me, Seamus, Brady, your host. And in this video, I'm going to run through my personal and Luke's personal Camogie Team of the Year for 2023. So it's been a fantastic year of Camogie. Really a breakthrough year as well when you're talking about the dominance. However, it finished in a familiar tone. One of the big three winning the All-Ireland Camogie title, and that was Cork. One of the predictions that I got right in 2023. Absolutely delighted with myself on that one. But this is going to be my personal team of the year for 2023. And the first thing that we are going to jump into is manager of the year. So throughout the video, guys, put your comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Anything like that. But let's start with the manager of the year. So for me, it's as obvious as day. It's Matthew Toomey from Cork is my manager of the year. Absolutely fantastic year from Matthew Toomey. Absolutely fantastic year from Cork. The way he managed them was brilliant, was flawless. They bringing back in the likes of Ashton Thompson, Orla Cronin, big characters into the Cork team who would definitely have wanted to have been starting that final. And the way he managed to keep everyone happy, especially when you're talking about how he handled the Hannah Looney, Orla Cahalan and Libby Coppinger situation where they were all playing LGFA and Camogie. The fact that he managed to keep everyone happy speaks to his managerial skills. Davy Fitzgerald left the backroom team at the start of the season and he managed to keep everyone happy, keep everyone on the same page. So for me, no doubt about it, All-Ireland winning manager Matthew Toomey, he takes Manager of the Year award for An Cluiche from all of us here. So then moving into the team itself, the shout out for our manager is Sean Power from Waterford. Breakthrough season for Waterford, reaching their first Camogie final in 78 years. He definitely deserves a mention, but the final didn't go well for them on the day. So it has to be Toomey who takes that award. Now, moving into the team itself, the goalkeeper, I have gone with Fiona Ryan from Galway. Shout out to Amy Lee from Cork, but I think Fiona Ryan was fantastic throughout the season for Galway. Didn't concede any goals against Cork in the semi-final, which says how strong Galway's defence is when you look at the fact that they scored 5 in the final against Waterford and 2 against Kilkenny. But against Galway, they couldn't get them. And Galway's defence is brilliant, and the goalkeeper, Fiona Ryan, is fantastic, and I think she takes it from me for the Camogie team of the season. Amy Lee, while yes, a very good goalkeeper, she made some big mistakes at points that nearly cost Cork. Like you think about the second goal against Galway where she batted it out with her hand straight to Siobhan McGrath. Like that's dangerous. And in my opinion, I think in terms of who is a steadier presence, I'm just going to lean towards Fiona Ryan from Galway in the sticks. So, full back line then. Right cornerback, I've gone with Pamela Mackey from Cork. Fantastic year for Pamela. Fullback, I've gone with Roisin Black from Galway, who is actually the person who I think is the best defender in the country right now. I genuinely believe Roisin Black, definitely the best inside line defender. Now, as well, particularly against Cork, you watch that game, because Cork had Galway on the back foot for a lot of that game. Roisin Black won every single ball that was put into her. She was fantastic and has been throughout the entire season. So for me, no brainer, Roisin Black goes in there fullback. And then the left cornerback, Mairead Everston from Tipperary is who I have gone with there. Mairead Everston, fantastic year from her. And really, really solid on everyone that she marked. Like you think about the players that she marked. She marked Denise Gall, did an amazing job on her. She marked Roisin McCormack from Antrim, completely shut her down. Throughout the year, she has marked the best and quietened the best. So for me, she is one of the best, and she goes in my team of the year for 2023. Now, shout out to Libby Coppinger from Cork. I feel harsh leaving her out, but that is the full back line I have gone with. Half-back line, right half-back, I've gone with Maeve Cahalan from Cork. Brilliant year from her. Really, really crucial to the Cork half-back line. Yeah, just brings the energy, brings the determination that really summed them up this season, and she deserves her place there at right half-back. Centre half-back is, in my opinion, a candidate for her for Camogie Player of the Year. Laura Tracy from Cork, just an amazing performance from her in the semi-final, particularly against Galway. She swept up across the half-back line continuously throughout the game, and she was one of the players that Waterford could not get past in the All-Ireland final itself. So for me, again, another no-brainer there. Laura Tracy, one of the first names on the team sheet at number 6. Left half-back, I've gone with Vicky Falconer from Waterford. So she did an amazing job on Court Divan in the All-Ireland semi-final and had been doing amazing jobs on the country's best forwards up until the semi-final for Waterford, as they made history this year. Her going off injured in the final after 2 minutes was a hugely significant blow to the Daish's chances of winning the All-Ireland Camogie title. So she just about edges people like Izzy O'Regan from Cork, Emma Hellebert from Galway, and Mairead Power from Waterford to take that left half-back position. Now, midfield, first name in there, I've gone with Saoirse McCarthy from Cork. What a year this girl has had. She's absolutely fantastic. She just has that pace that is just a gift from the gods. Like, she can take the ball from the half-back line and dash to the half-forward line in a second. And particularly throughout the Galway game, at crucial stages, when Galway were starting to turn the tide on Cork, Saoirse McCarthy would just get the ball, go on a run from the half-back line to the half-forward line and win a crucial free or set up a crucial score at crucial stages. And she is, in my opinion, definitely in line for Player of the Year as well. Fantastic player this girl is, and really, really deserves her spot there at midfield. Aoife Donoghue from Galway is the girl I've gone to partner her in midfield. Aoife Donoghue is a magnificent camogie player. It's just absolutely brilliant. And again, throughout the Cork game where the chips were down, Aoife Donoghue was the one that never stopped going. And she never stops going. She carried the fight to Cork throughout that game and was magnificent throughout all of the games this season. So for me, absolutely worthy. Aoife Donoghue from Galway and Saoirse McCarthy from Cork is my midfield pairing. Shout out to Lorraine Bray from Waterford. She was very, very good. And Karen Kennedy from Tipperary around the midfield, another one that was very good. But those are the two that I've gone with. Now we're into the forwards, the trickiest stage. Always the trickiest lines to pick here. Now, half forward line, right half forward, I've gone with Katrina Mackey from Cork. Absolutely just such an unselfish player, Katrina Mackey is. And like in the past, Mackey would have gone for the goal herself, but the amount of times this season that she set it up for someone else. You look at the first goal in the All-Ireland Camogie final against Waterford, it was Mackey who made the initial burst, laid it off to Circa McCartan, who finished it to the back of the net. That is what Mackey brings. Tireless work rate, tireless commitment, absolute leadership to that Cork forward line. And she slots in for me at right half forward. Centre half forward, I've gone with Beth Carton from Waterford. Waterford's leading light. She scored more than half of Waterford's tally for 2023. Absolutely unbelievable player. Look, she had a mixed final. She was an outstanding performer for Waterford throughout that game, and she scored 1 point in particular in the second half where she seemed to dribble past half the Cork team and stuck it over. Like, she's an amazing player. She will regret missing that penalty, but she had a marvellous year and was, in my opinion, one of, if not the best player in Ireland in 2023. So she goes in there for me at centre half forward. Hannah Looney from Cork at left half forward is what I've gone with to fill out the line. Hannah Looney is unbelievable. Like, the fitness and the engine that this girl has is unbelievable. When you look at it, like, no wonder she was called in for the drug testing. Like, because watching her in that game is like, how does she keep going at this level? How can she keep that energy that high for the entire game? And you think as well that Looney played for the Cork Gaelic footballers as well this season. Like, she's just an unbelievable athlete. And in the final, her energy was a big, big reason. And her presence was a big reason in why Cork established such dominance around the middle third, to which they then went on to dominate the final. Now, shout-outs in this line, Carrie Dolan and Sarah Spellman, both from Galway. I thought both had very good years. And Fiona Keating from Cork, I thought she had a fantastic year as well. Now, moving into the full forward line, I have gone first one in there. I've gone with Court Van from Tipperary at right corner forward. Marvellous year from Court. You look at the Antrim display in particular was one where it was like, wow, like unbelievable performance. You look at that volley goal that she scored, like overhead, something that any tennis player would be proud of, that serve into the back of the net. Full forward then I've gone with Denise Gall from Kilkenny. Unbelievable year from Denise, even though Kilkenny had a pretty bad year. Going out in the quarterfinal, Brian Dowling then has left the post since. So definitely a year where they wouldn't be happy with it, but Denise Gall was brilliant. And she nearly single-handedly dragged Kilkenny back into that Cork game. She did the same against Tipperary, dragged them back in light at the death. And in this game against Cork, she scored a quick-fire 1-1 towards the end to drag Kilkenny kicking and screaming almost back into that game against Cork. And they only ended up losing by a point. And Gall nearly saved them again. So I think while Kilkenny have had a bad year, Denise Gall can hold her head high. And she goes in at full forward for me. And left corner forward, easiest one on the team. And my personal pick for Player of the Year for 2023 is Amy O'Connor from Cork. She had 10 shots in the All-Ireland Camogie final and she scored 3 goals and 7 points. She scored a hat-trick in 2 minutes at the start of the second half. She is an unbelievable player. And she goes straight in there for me at left corner forward. No doubt about it. And she is my Player of the Year for 2023. You look at it, she was marvellous against Galway, led from the front. You look at it against Kilkenny, stuck away a crucial goal. She's been Cork's clutch player, go-to player throughout the season. And in the final is the place to turn up. And as I said, 10 shots, scored 3-7. Off the top of my head, this is genuinely off the top of my head now, I can't remember anybody scoring more in a final than Amy O'Connor's 3-7. I definitely can't remember anybody scoring a quicker hat-trick in the GAA, let alone in an All-Ireland final. So unbelievable from Amy O'Connor, genuinely unbelievable. And she takes Player of the Year and slots in there left corner forward on my Team of the Year. Now, shout-outs for the full forward line. Siobhan McGrath from Galway, 2 goals against Cork in the semi-final. Absolute ace up there for Galway all year. Niamh Rocket for Waterford, very good, had a quiet final. She will be disappointed with that, but very good year all the same. Circa McCartan then from Cork, I thought was very, very good as well. And as I said, Player of the Year, Amy O'Connor from Cork. Manager of the Year, Matthew Toomey from Cork. And Young Player of the Year, I've gone with Saoirse McCarthy from Cork. And if you are joining us late, well then, here is the recap of my Camogie Team of the Year for 2023. So we'll run through it really quickly before the video ends. So, the Camogie Team of the Year from 2023 here on An Cluiche. Here it is. Let me know if you agree or disagree with it. So, goalkeeper, I have gone with Fiona Ryan from Galway. Full-back line, I've gone with Pamela Mackey from Cork, Roisin Black from Galway, and Mairead Everston from Tipperary. Half-back line, I've gone with Maeve Cahalane from Cork, Laura Tracy from Cork, and Vicky Falconer from Waterford. Midfield, I've gone with Aoife Donoghue from Galway and Saoirse McCarthy from Cork. Half forward line, I've gone with Katrina Mackey from Cork, Beth Carton from Waterford, and Hannah Looney from Cork. And full forward line, I've gone with Court Devan from Tipperary, Denise Gall from Kilkenny, and Amy O'Connor from Cork. Player of the Year, I've gone with Amy O'Connor from Cork. Manager of the Year, Matthew Toomey from Cork. And Young Player of the Year, I've gone with Saoirse McCarthy from Cork. So let me know if you agree with any of those or disagree with any of those. Put it in the comments below. And until the next one, guys, take care.